What's up, guys? Okay, so I want to make this video because I was just watching a video by PsychedSubstance. First, I want to take some of my Kratom. You know, I gotta lower my testosterone. You know, sometimes my testosterone be too high. Now, I am joking, like I'm fucking around, but I'm being dead ass serious that, okay, so I just seen this video by PsychedSubstance. It's titled Kratom Led Me to Inject, and it's kind of like a joke, but like, I haven't watched the whole video yet. I'm going to, like, finish it, but it's most likely about, like, maybe injecting testosterone or whatever, and I listened to, like, the beginning of it, and I kind of had to make a video and explain to men. I don't think, so in the past, real men never had to check their testosterone, because this is not about your testosterone levels. Yes, you can say a lot of testosterone means you're a manly man, right? But I think the testosterone is more based on your mindset than anything. Like, you want to up your testosterone? Go homeless for a month. Go live, like, go struggle. Go in the Middle East and just get dropped off on a dirt floor, on a dirt road or whatever, and have nowhere to go, no money, no nothing, no nothing. That'll build your testosterone. That'll build the man in you. I think our society is so lost when it comes to men and what it means to be a man. So, like, I drink Kratom every day, multiple times a day. And maybe, because of that, my testosterone levels are low. Now, I'm in the best physical shape I have ever been in my life, but I generally don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to be something. There are men out there that are much more brolic and bigger than I am, but that does not define them as men. If your testosterone levels are high, I can find a man with lower testosterone levels that's more of a man than you are. Because it does not matter. Yes, I do think molecules and hormones and this does affect you. But as a human and as a man, the environment around you can affect you. Like, you cannot allow the environment around you to affect you. So meaning, if you're going through problems in your life, I don't like it when people blame other things. So the main reason I'm making this video is because maybe Kratom does lower your testosterone. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I have seen some science to say yes, it lowers testosterone, but I've also seen science to say that cannabis lowers testosterone. So a lot of things lower testosterone, but you can do things to combat that by, like, there's ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an herb, and it helps raise testosterone. If you think about that, like, it's one of these things that if something went wrong in my life, or like if my dick stopped working, or because these are all the symptoms, of low testosterone, no motivation, erectile dysfunction, I don't know, little things like that. But all of that can be solved by looking at the problem and solving the problem. It's not necessarily about, maybe you are taking a drug or a molecule or something that's lowering your testosterone, but there is no way in fucking hell you are taking enough Kratom or there's no molecule on the planet that can lower your testosterone to the point, because low testosterone means you can't grow muscles. Like, why do men grow muscles so much easier than women? Because women have estrogen, not testosterone. It's a different molecule, which in a sense was designed to build a different body. Like, it was designed to build a different structure of the type of body that we have. But also, this is a complicated topic when it comes to testosterone, because, like, unless you have a full fucking face beard, your testosterone levels are lower anyways. Like, because I can't grow a full beard, that's because of my testosterone. It's testosterone when I went through puberty and some other shit, and, you know, it's like, this is just what is. Now, what do we do about this? Men just want to be men, right? And we want to figure out what the problem is. So that's why, like, I watched this video about PsychedSubstance, about the Kratom thing, and it kind of, I don't know, I guess it kind of bothered me, because maybe, yeah, the Kratom lowers testosterone, but dopamine drugs affect the penis more than anything. I mean, like, how many people have been taking Adderall or Vyvanse or something like that, and that causes erectile dysfunction, especially if you're using these things on a regular. It can literally damage your dopamine receptors. And dopamine is the feel-good molecule that you have when you have sex. So, like, it's not just the Kratom, it's not just the Advance, or it's not just the Vyvanse, it's not just the Adderall, it's not just the, I don't know. There's things that men could be born with, like, that, I don't know, can affect testosterone, right? If something's wrong with your testes, or if something's whatever, like, this can affect your testosterone levels. But I think this is as bad as trying to measure, I don't know. It's a weird thing to me. It's just weird. It's really weird. Because if any men out there think they have testosterone problems, they don't. Maybe you do have testosterone problems, but really you have a mental health problem in a sense. And it's not mental health, it's mental strength. It's that men have to be able to be still in the chaos. We have to be able to. So there's chaos, like there's problems in our lives. Maybe you think you have low testosterone because why? Because there's problems in your life. Whether it's hard to have sex, or whether it's you're not in the mood to have sex anymore, or whether it's you feel like you don't want to work out, or all these men that work out all the time, where do you think your testosterone's going? It's going in your arms, it's going in your muscles, it's going in your abs, it's going in all the effort and energy you're putting into keeping a chiseled body, right? And you wonder why your testosterone levels are low. And it's so funny because chiseled body, you technically have higher testosterone levels, but that's why this has nothing to do with testosterone. This has to do with the man as the whole, right? Like, when you blame exterior things for your problems, it's, in a sense, beta behavior. And what I mean by beta behavior is that the problem with our society, it's not low testosterone. It's the beta mindset. That's it. It's lack of alpha males in the world. It's lack of alpha male role models. It's lack of, like, I don't know. Maybe, what's funny is I don't think about my testosterone levels. I don't give a fuck. None of that matters. All that matters is results. What matters is, do I feel good? I feel fucking great. Even when I have problems, I feel fucking great, right? So, like, it's this thing where, well, the man in me is satisfied because I work on my goals every fucking day. I strive every day. I don't work out as much men because I'm not focused on the way I look like other men. I think that's beta shit. We stop focusing on the way you look, because people want to get brolic because they want to look a certain way instead of wanting to get brolic because they want to feel a certain way. Because you'll feel strong if you have muscles. It's not just you're going to look like you have muscles, you're going to feel better. And you're going to feel more like a man. Because just how it is that when you start building your body up and you start building yourself up, you're also building the man up. But the problem with our society today is looking for an exterior thing that caused the problem. Now, Kratom might affect you differently than it affects me. So therefore, maybe the Kratom is affecting your testosterone more than it affects me. But I doubt it. I'm pretty sure if Kratom affects testosterone, it's affecting mine like it's affecting yours. The difference is I just don't give a fuck because I'm not attached to the body hormones, or my emotions are not reliant on hormones or exterior situations. My emotions are not reliant on whether I have money or not, or whether I'm in a good life situation or not. No. In my head, I look at it like, this is just part of being a man. Part of being a man is your testosterone levels are going to start getting lower as you start getting older. That's what happens. And as soon as we start fighting what's happening, that's when we're just chasing our youth. You're chasing the boy, not chasing the man. Because yes, you might think that you're chasing the man by trying to up your testosterone levels, but you're chasing the boy by even really paying so much attention to these testosterone levels. And like if there's a problem, if you immediately blame something else other than your own behavior, then that's boy behavior, not man behavior. And the only reason I'm getting on this topic of boys, men, and being a man and alpha and whatever is because seeing that video reminded me that a lot of men out there in the world who have low testosterone levels, who have no motivation, who feel stuck in their life, maybe they got everything they've dreamed of, but then they just don't feel right. It's usually because it's not the kratom. I mean, kratom does have withdrawal to it. It is an opioid. So, I mean, you have to have common sense to know, well, if you're taking an opioid, you're going to either have to deal with the withdrawal or deal with the negative side effects, just like if you took MDMA. You can't blame MDMA for your depression. That's your fault for taking the MDMA every day for a week straight. Now you're depressed. Like, that's just what happens. This is about education. And so, as soon as we become educated on the fact that no one's going to save you, yeah, you can start injecting testosterone, but I look at that like injecting heroin. Like, and I know there's going to be a lot of people that are like, motherfucker, I inject testosterone and I'm not a little heroin out of blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying you're a heroin addict. All I'm saying is I would never inject testosterone. I'd rather lose all my muscles. Like, I'd rather lose my manlyhood than start injecting it so I can still be what I would say a man. And this is the issue. It's a mental thing. Beta is all around. You know, there's so many and it's to the point where it's normal, right? So like, if you're a man who goes to the gym, you work out, you stay in shape, that's great if you do it for you. But we're not women. Men are not women. So like, as soon as you start doing things for the women, or doing things for the attention, or doing things because whatever, that's beta behavior. And that's boy shit. Us men look at that like that's boy shit. And we're really confused when it comes to testosterone. We're really confused when it comes to all this shit. Because we have no idea what the fuck we're doing. We have no idea. Most people don't understand pharmacopoeia of drugs. Most people don't understand body hormones. Most people don't understand, like, receptors in the brain or any of this shit. And the main thing is that it's not the testosterone. It's not, and it goes back to, I barely believe in I don't really necessarily believe in depression or anxiety or all this shit. I just believe that the human consciousness is complicated and that we go through problems. So like, if you went through a bunch of trauma and whatever, you might be depressed. That's not, and it's not that you're depressed and now you need pills to help with your problem because your hormones in your brain are not at the right level, so you have to take this drug to balance your hormones. That's bullshit. None of that is real. And the more research I've done on science, the more I've found out that half of the shit, even the scientists don't even know. They're testing these drugs on us to see if they work or not. Like, I know somebody that injects testosterone personally, right? And this dude is brolic as fuck. But then when you start taking testosterone and external testosterone, it can also lead to then you want to start taking steroids. And then it can also lead to whatever. And then of course, and I just need men to just be comfortable with being them. You know, like, be happy with the body you have. Be happy with what you have, you know? So don't chase the boy. Chase the old man. You don't want to, because this is the funny thing. Do you think any old man is going to be sitting here talking about his testosterone levels? Old men are like, bro, I'm over that. Just like older women, I was just saying this to my girl earlier, about how it's like when a woman gets past her certain stage, there's like this thing called like the grandmother stage, but when women get in their grandmother stage, they usually cut their hair. They get, like, think about it. Every old woman has that, like, old woman short haircut type thing. And that's because they stopped giving a fuck. They were like, no, I am grown now. They're not worried about trying to be sexy or trying to get attention or whatever. So they get that haircut because they're out of that, they're out of that stage. But the women that still dress half naked in their 50s, the women that have all their cleavage out in their 50s, they're doing the same thing these men are doing. They're chasing the boy, they're chasing the little girl, they're chasing the teenage girl that they used to be, they're chasing the boy that they used to be. I don't know. I just think that we need to be more okay with what is. So, like, if what is right now is you have low testosterone, and what is right now is you're not motivated, and what is right now is you're sad because maybe your life situation isn't where you thought it would be, maybe your relationship isn't as happy as you thought it would be, maybe your house living situation isn't where you want to live or whatever, but this isn't necessarily, it's not blaming the testosterone. It's not that you have ADHD, that's why you can't pay attention to shit, and now you need to take Adderall to help you focus, or like now you need to inject things to help you try to build your testosterone back up, or no. I really think if you're gonna do any of that, take plants. Look, like I said, ashwagandha is an herb that's been used for thousands of fucking years that has helped men with testosterone. There's this herb called horny goat weed that can help men with testosterone. There's a lot of herbs that can help men with testosterone if that's really what the fuck you're focused on. But really what you should be focused on is not giving a fuck. Because as soon as you stop giving a fuck, I'm pretty sure your testosterone levels rise just by not giving a fuck. Like by genuinely thinking in your head and not giving a fuck what people think about you, not giving a shit, whatever. You're doing your dreams, you're focusing on your thing, you're being a man, you're building fucking reality, you're doing your damn thing, and you're focused, and you're motivated, and you're moving forward. By doing that every day, I guarantee you're building your testosterone. Because that's why I don't ever think about my testosterone. Because every second of my life is dedicated to me becoming the man I was meant to be. Every second of my life. So, I think that this is really just about finding you and being you. And maybe you don't have a lot of testosterone right now. That's okay. You could build it up or you could not. And you could just build your mindset up, right? There's a lot of things we could build to build the man. But don't just look at testosterone levels and try to think you could just up your testosterone levels and that's going to fix the problem. Because really the problem is a mental problem. It's the